Hello, I'm Kip Higgs and welcome along to today's video. You might have spotted today that I'm wearing this rather funky t-shirt. It's part of my merch line. If you want to buy some of my merch, you don't have to get it in orange. It comes in lots of different colours. But if you just go to merch.kiphiggs.tv, that'll take you to the page and you can purchase some shiny merch and help support this channel. Now today's video we're going to be looking at this. Now this is a set of wireless earbuds from Tribit, and what have we got on the back here? So it's the Tribit MoveBuds H1. Now apparently these are IPX8 rated, so they can be submerged into water and then they'll still work. Now I think that only applies to them being submerged very briefly and perhaps not being switched on at the time. I don't know, the certification's is a bit vague, but I have seen people in Amazon reviews saying that they have had theirs replaced by Tribit if they've been water damaged, so I don't know really. Now I have been sent these by Tribit very kindly to try them out. Yes, this is slightly considered an advert, but I'm going to give you my honest opinion of them, so I'm not being paid to say any nice things. They've merely just given me these MoveBuds and they retail around the £90 mark, which is all right really. It's not hideously expensive, but I guess how we feel about the price depends on how the product performs. So let's get into the box. Okay, so we've got the Tribit MoveBuds H1, true wireless earbuds, as opposed to those fake wireless earbuds. So what have we got? Okay, so brief sort of guide. Remove it, how to wear. I see. Okay, so we've got a selection of different sized earbuds there to cover all ear hole sizes, I guess. And what's in here? Okay, so we've got a USB-C charging cable. Looks quite small, I'd probably say about 30 centimetres. That's not small, is it? And then we've got the case here. It's quite a chonky case, but apparently these have a runtime of about 15 hours and the case can supply up to 64 hours worth of charge, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. Okay, so there they are though. I mean, they're fairly big boys. So this one goes on your right ear and this one goes on your left ear. So it's kind of opposite to what the case says. So I think these little things here act as buttons and you can do various things with them. Like you can activate your voice assistant and such like. Oh yes, so we've got to remove these little tabs to start with. So they've got the sort of over the ear design, which is fine. You know. It's sort of a bit better if you're using these in the gym, which of course I won't be doing. But yeah, looks okay, looks fine. Now I've got the Tribit app installed on my phone. Let me show you my screen. Okay, so we press connect. What have we got? We've got the MoveBuds H1. Okay, I got it. So it's searching for them. There we go. Connect to. Connect now. Okay, there we go. And hopefully we should be able to connect to them. Hopefully. Yeah, it looks like we're connected. Now let's try and put these in my ear. Fits all right. There you go. Let's put this in my other ear hole. Yeah, it just looks like I've got some funky extensions to my glasses. Right, are they actually working? Let's go into Epidemic Sound. There we go, let's play one of the songs that I have on the playlist. reviews on earbuds and things like that is you can't hear them, so you have to take what I'm saying to be true. And they actually sound surprisingly nice. Okay, so we've got this showing on our app now, so that's good. So let's go and have a little look. Okay, so that's cool. It's telling us the battery power of each unit. So let's upgrade the firmware so we can try and do that. Bit weird that we've got to connect again. It should be connected already. I know what it is, it's the screen recording. We had the issue with the Anchor speaker that I did. It doesn't like screen recording. Okay, so hopefully now we press the upgrade now. There we go. Cool. So we'll let that download. That downloaded quickly. I must remember that when I'm making videos. It doesn't like you screen recording and showing Bluetoothy stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's cut back in a moment when the firmware's upgraded. So it's going to take a little while. Actually, while it's updating, it's probably worth having a look at the manual and what the buttons do. So as I mentioned, the buttons are basically this little circle guy. And yeah, and depending on what side you're pressing, it has different functionality. So if you click 3 times on the left earbud, it will activate your voice assistant on your phone. And if you click 3 times on the right earbud, that turns on the ambient mode so you can hear what's going on around you as well as what's coming out of the earbud. So that's pretty cool. With either one, you can single click to play and pause the music / answer a call, and then a double click will previous track and end a call. Now you can't seem to, oh no, look, you can, but that's a bit vague, isn't it? Hold down 4 seconds. Because if you hold it down for much longer, you'll turn the earbuds off. Don't really know how that works. That seems a bit vague. So we're currently checking with the firmware. Okay, so it's doing a lot of checking. I mean, I guess it's good to be thorough. Reconnecting. Whoa, this voice just said power on. Connected. Okay. That was just a bit of a shock in the ears. Upgrade successful. That's what I like to hear. So you've got the transparency mode where you can hear ambient sound, and enhanced transparency. Ambient sounds can be heard more clearly, and that's right. I can hear my voice through these. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I think I'll just do the standard transparency mode. What's control mode? Oh, okay. So you can configure those taps if you want them to. I see. An equalizer. Ah, okay. So it's got all kinds of equalizer settings. Maybe a bit of strong bass. So let me just go into epidemic sound. And let's find some electronica and dance. I'm actually going to do a whole video about epidemic sound soon and how you can enhance your vlogs with music. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's pick a bit of Fury Club. Bit of Bruiser now. This is interesting. Okay, Let's have a little look for Phil the Coder. Get a bit of voice. That's interesting. I think Phil's got some kind of noise reduction on his video because the speech doesn't sound particularly clear. It sounds like it's been processed slightly. Let's try a bit of Bundy. He uses a similar setup with the Rode wireless goes that I use. So yeah, let's listen to a bit of Bundy, see how he sounds. Yeah, that sort of sounds a lot more natural, so I don't think it was a fault of these. I think it's just the way that the noise reduction worked on Phil's video. Let's try a bit of Vince as well while we're here. That's a lot better. Yeah, that sounds good. I must admit, I'm actually pretty impressed with these. I mean, I know they're not cheap, but they actually sound pretty good. Yeah, it's they give quite a nice sound. It's so hard to demonstrate quality of something you put over your ears because it's a very personal experience. But what I found is it gave a good sort of sense of space. Like, it's really hard to describe, but like when you listen to the music, it doesn't feel like it's just being pumped directly into your ears. It's a bit more spatial, I guess. It doesn't feel so directed straight down into your ears. It's almost like it's built up a sort of soundscape. It's very interesting. And I must admit, I wasn't expecting very much from these. I've never heard of Tribit before. You know, there are a lot of brands that I haven't heard of, but I'm actually quite impressed. I wasn't expecting the video to turn out this way. You know, I wasn't expecting them to be terrible. I was expecting them to not sound as good. They provide a really good sound. Actually, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to record a bit of audio through this and play it back through the video so you can hear what the microphone sounds like. So let me insert that now. So this is a quick test recording using the Tribit MoveBuds H1. Hopefully this is sounding okay. I'm just using the internal microphone to see how it sounds and put it in the video. So, is this acceptable? Tell me in the comments. I mean, because I haven't done it yet, I don't know what it sounds like, but that'd be quite interesting to see how the microphone sounds from a listening to music and listening to a podcast perspective. Nice little gear. I mean, they don't look as refined perhaps as like the AirPods, but because they've got the ear hook, it feels like you could go running in them and they'd sit nicely in your ear and not come flying out. Yeah, I mean, aesthetically, perhaps not the most pleasing of things. They do have a slight hearing aid vibe to them, but I think a lot of these kind of in-ear buds with the sort of bit that goes around your ears sort of are the same. I guess having a slightly bigger area here means that the actual speaker element inside them can be a bit bigger and produce a clearer sound. It's not like it's got a tiny amount of space and you get this very tinny sound out of it. It creates quite a nice sound in your head. It's really hard to describe, but yeah, I'm pleased with these. I'll definitely use them, especially for music. These Tribit MoveBuds H1s have been a bit of a surprise, but that's not a bad thing. Well, I'll put a link to the product in the description. As I say, they're around about £90, although there is a, I think, 20% off discount code at the moment. They're not badly priced, they perform well. They look a bit fugly, but, well, don't we all? Oh. Anyway, so that's it from this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but for now, it's game over.